So if we can have all of the children who are speaking to come together to the podium with Paige Hurd and Kenneth McBride.
Good afternoon. This is Praise. This is Earl's daughter, and I am Paige Hurd. I'm the goddaughter of Tashera and Earl Simmons, proudly. Thank you. So 20 years ago, I walked onto the Warner Brothers lot to screen test for my first feature film, and that film was Cradles to the Grave. Of course, I was very nervous, little girl from Dallas, Texas, kind of sheltered. So I didn't know who the rapper was that was supposed to be playing my father. As I was waiting, and if you know Earl, I was waiting a long time to test for this. I heard these thumping noises on the floor, like boom, boom, boom. It's what I would then know as Timberlands as I grew up. Those are the Tim boots that he always wore. This was the start of a relationship that I didn't know would only change my life, but somebody who would be very, very, very close to me. I'm probably one of the only children in history who has created and made her own godparents. My parents didn't choose, I chose them. Anyways, just we had a bond that was unmatched. Spending summers in Arizona with the kids, in New York, with my god siblings, to being older and being outside, being in the club, all the stuff that we probably shouldn't talk about in church. I just wanted to say that I love him so much. I don't really have many words yet because I still don't feel like this is real. But anyways, when we first met, our prayer was angels east, angels west, north and south, just do your best to guide her, watch her while she rests. And now it's up to me to endure this test, to love you and remember you at your best. Thank you. Can you say something?
To my dog, my godfather, father that I needed, my brother, and my best friend. My soul is crushed. I'm empty. But all in all, you taught me to not be selfish, and I know that you're at peace. Every day of life was a constant fight between wrong and right, and I saw you fighting hard. You're the strongest man that I will ever know. BFW, built for war. Dog, you changed my life, and you always will. We were there for each other and taught each other the meaning of loyalty and showed each other what unconditional love was all about. I want to say thank you for trusting me and holding me near and dear to your heart. I've been with you. I've been by your side since I was a pup, literally. And since then, you called me your son and treated me like one as well. Our bond was so strong. I understood you, you understood me. When you cried, I cried. We had each other's backs. When I was with you, I felt safe and secured. Nothing else in those moments mattered because I was with my dog. One special moment that I will never forget is when you asked me to be in your music video, Slippin', to play you as a little kid. I was nervous, but I said yeah, because what dog says go. And the rest was history. We did that. I'm forever grateful to have known you and have walked side by side with Earl Simmons the Great. I've seen you help and change so many lives, and you've never asked for nothing in return. People would always say, I wish he knew he was loved, but trust me, he knew. He just didn't feel like he deserved it. My dog had a heart of pure gold, and I'm gonna do my best to pass on what he taught me, because those are some lifelong jewels that I'll apply every day of my life forever. Our relationship was built off loyalty and love. It was never about money or fame. You used to look at me crazy when I turned down money, but I was like, nah, dog, I'm good. I just want to be with you. And if I take money, I'd rather work for it. The last couple of years, as we both got older and grew, you called me more than ever. You always wanted me by your side, fly here, fly there, because you wanted genuine love with you and was happy that I was with you. There's so much that I could say, and not so much at the time, because everything I needed to say, I let it be known. I was always able to tell you how I felt every time we linked up face to face, every time we spoke on the phone and random text messages. I can genuinely say I have zero regrets, because we both knew that our bond and our connection was one of a kind. Losing you hurts badly, and truth be told, I feel lost and I'm not okay. You were my go-to when I needed someone to talk to. You was always there for me. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything. And if y'all rock with the dog like how I rock with the dog, put y'all X's up right now. Dogs for life, from the hood to the wood.
You got it. You got it. You got it. When my father passed, someone messaged me something that really stuck with me. They said, the hardest thing ever is accepting that this earth still rotates without the people you love. You think they mean as much to the earth itself as they do in my heart. But my father wasn't just loved by myself or his family and his friends. He was loved by everyone around the world. So I understand that I'm not the only one that feels this way. And even though sometimes I want to be selfish and keep them all to myself, I'm feeling what you guys all are feeling right now. Whenever I was out with my father, he was so proud to hear about all I was doing in my life, whether it was school and even the smallest little accomplishment. And I understand that as his daughter, I have certain responsibilities to simply live the rest of my experience with the purpose that he left for me, because there has to be one. And it's something that I always had, that he saw in me from day one, because he would call me his twin and he didn't see me and him for nothing. He saw so much in me, not just because I was his daughter, but because we just understood each other. We could talk about everything except boys, no boys. You saw so much potential in me before I could even see it in myself. We were the same, and you were great. So in your eyes, that's all I could ever be too. And although I wish things were different, and that he could see me graduate college and grow up and have the chance to walk me down the aisle, you being at peace is more important to me than all those things. I know for a fact that you're resting peacefully and that you're not in pain anymore. And although that doesn't make it easier, I know you're okay. I know everyone that loves you is gonna be fine, because you're always gonna be with us and you won't let us feel this way for long. I know you're extremely happy that through all this, me and my brothers and sisters are finally in the same room together. I love you so much, and until next time.
Good afternoon. I never thought I'd be up here doing this, and I don't think I'm really good at it. But just looking out in the crowd, everyone in this room represents how much he was loved. He's looking down on us as we gather here, seeing and receiving all that love from this room, and he's laughing at us too. You know, he referred to life as suffering. Well, God came down and saved him, finally. He saved him from the pain and suffering, and that's more than I could ever ask for him. For him to be at that level of peace is more than any of us could ask for him, and it's more than any of us could ever do for him. He deserves it. He touched every heart in this room and many more across the world. I just knew that, one day I'd have that time with him. I just knew we had so much more time, so much to do. So this isn't goodbye. This is see you later.
Hello guys, my name is Manny, and I wanted to share my bond. I wanted to tell you guys how good along me and my dad got along. So he wasn't just my dad, he was my dad, he was my friend, and he was a person that looked up to me the most. I wanted him to see me graduate high school so I could do stuff that I never got to do with him that he wanted me to do. Every time I would see him, he would ask me how much girlfriends I had. And then I was like, oh, I got a couple. Like Jada said, I never thought I'd be saying RP Dad, but bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people. My dad was honestly the best dad anybody could ask for. He had a talk with me and Javon saying that he didn't want us to be like him. He just wanted us to listen to what he said. He's right. He was right.
Good evening, guys. I wrote a poem that I want to share with y'all today about my dad. You are more than my dad. You are an icon, a legend. I know you're up there talking with God because they say all dogs go to heaven. You blessed the world with your talent, gave hope to the hopeless, all while trying to find hope for yourself and no one noticed. The realest person I know, always teaching me life lessons, what to do and what not to do. Never listening to the rumors and accusations because I knew the real you. You may not have been here every day, but you showed that you cared. That's all I could ever ask for. Always made sure we're good and protected us. Your energy is unmatched, and there will never be another DMX.
Until we meet again.
It's okay. You want me to help you? Here.
How do I pick it up?
Oh, okay. There you go. Do you have it?
I can.
Yeah? Okay. Okay.
I look up to my dad a lot, and I want him to know that I love him. I miss him, and I want to thank him for all my brothers and sisters, and I'll try to remember all of our memories together. My name is, hi. My name is Aaliyah Taraji Michelle Walton Simmons. I will be 10 next month, and it makes me sad that my dad will never be able to sing or say happy birthday to me ever again. I do believe my dad is in heaven. I wish I got to spend more time with him. I was excited to come to New York and spend a week with him and meet some of my brothers and sisters, but God had other plans. Even though he can't talk back, I know I can still talk to him. He was a good man, and people say he's a legend. So I'm glad, and I think it's cool that I get to call a legend my dad. Rest easy, Dad. I love you.
I'm blessed and honored that I'm here to be able to speak about the life, the legacy, the legend that he was. I'm losing my train of thought. I love you too. My last words, I seen Earl 6 days before it happened, before God called him home. And we had deep conversations like we always do. Anybody I know that's around me and Earl, the bond is undeniable. It's like we finish each other's sentences. It's like, like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, we had our own language, like, and he said to Shira, I'm trying to talk to him about something totally different, trying to get it together with these kids. Come on, Earl, like, let's come on. I'm sure a lot of the mothers could relate to that. And he said to Shira, you're not gonna understand this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Out of nowhere, he looked so deep. Earl was so deep. He was so deep for his own good. He was such a genius. And he said, I'm here for the world. God put me here for the world. I'm like, in my head, I'll be honest with you. I said, here you go, God, with being extra deep and all. I'm trying to work this out with the kids. But if anybody knows me, I'm very non-confrontational. I'm about peace and love because I am a representative of God. So no matter what, I must stand for him regardless, because I'm in my spirit and not my flesh. So I didn't allow my flesh to raise up, even though I didn't like what I heard. So I said, oh yeah, really, Earl? Okay, and what exactly does that mean? He said to Shira, God birthed me to be in the world. I am not of the world. I'm for the world. And I said, I believe that, Earl. You know, I always have. Because at the time, I didn't realize what God was having in store for him, that he was getting ready to transition. But I'm here to tell you that I have the peace that surpasses all human understanding right now. Because my friend, my childhood sweetheart, my mentor is home. He's no longer in pain. He was tired, guys. He knew that he ran his race. Earl knew it when he spoke to me even before the 6 days, when he tried to talk to me about certain things on how he was feeling. He started getting emotional and then started sucking it back up, turning into that other person. Earl had a lot of different personalities. So he would transition to Earl to X. And when X came in, there was no talking. But Earl knew that he was going home. And that's why I could stand here strong and grateful to God that I could look at every single one of these lights that has been gifted. You guys are so blessed. Earl was amazing. He loved family. He loved children, his children. And he wasn't perfect by a long shot. But his heart was pure as gold. So like I said, I could be long-winded when it comes to Earl, but I just want to end off by saying he's in a better place now. And we have gained a mighty, strong warrior up in heaven. That's going to be rooting for us. He's going to be at your wedding, I promise you. He's going to be at anything that you was hoping to do. He's going to be there when you write. He's going to be there for every single one of y'all because that's who Earl was. So now he's no longer in his flesh, but he's in his spirit. And that spirit is nothing to reckon with. As I close, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. As I close, I am going to recognize Desiree because from day one, real women do real things. I'm a real woman and I'm a woman of God. That woman is a woman of God. She's in training, she's in the work, she ain't perfect, but she love that man. And that's why I love you. You see what I mean? So as she comes up, right now, she's new to this. She's stage fright, but you got this, Desiree. Be strong, like the woman that he taught you to be. Represent him. Represent him. Thank you, guys, and I love y'all.
Okay. Hi, you all. I'm Desiree Lindstrom. I'm Earl Simmons' fiance. Okay. I stand before everyone today to simply share a love story, our story. Years ago, I met the man that will become the love of my life. Wilbur. Hold on. What started out as a friendship led to endless days and nights of laughter, fleeting embraces because of work and the road called his name, moments of hard truths and some everlasting promises. As the friendship turned into love, we laughed harder, cried more, held on to one another a little tighter, a little longer, and we promised to do this thing called life, no matter what it threw at us. I lived and breathed Earl Simmons. The truth be known, that wasn't always easy to do. Life for Earl meant allowing the world to love him. Worldwide love that came from fans, fellow artists, writers, friends, our own families, his children, and our son, Exodus. So I equate Earl with nothing but love. His poetic moments and his handwritten journals, his sense of humor, his passion for good music, his life story, his love of God are just a few of many things I cherished about him. I never thought that our story would end as suddenly as it has, but it's filled with pages upon pages of memories and kept alive within my heart. Now, I thank you, Earl. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for Exodus and his siblings. Thank you for the story of us. And thank you, God, for Earl Simmons, Forever X.
That's a copy. So we need to move the podium. Yep. No pastor. Please. Let's go. Fiona, where's she at? Send out the background singer.
That's not true. This is for Leon.
Give it to her. She's walking out. Give her her mic.
It's still on TV.
Yes, she's coming. Come on, tell her to hurry.
Greetings to everyone, to Reverend Bernard, to the family, my prayers are with you. There's a little song that I was able to share with X, and it simply says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me, oh no, shall prosper. Yeah. All we'll do